Bottles of cognac, bottles of vodka. Got some sipping scotch, blazing green like it's matcha. The best of cars, Felix Tell on guitar. It's like we straight.
Who it is.
What's up, y'all?
Good evening and good morning.
Good evening, good morning, wherever it is you're tuning in from. You have tuned in to the Vodka and Cognac Show.
Hey.
We are so excited. It's just me and Sates once again because we're the ones you love.
Cause we're beautiful, right?
We are.
Like,
I'm saying.
That's what you came here for.
Shout out to Caution. Actually, you know what? The last show that we had, we did a misservice.
We did.
And injustice.
We did.
And we did not shout out our brother who contributes greatly to this whole thing. Shout out to Caution. So we're going to do it now.
I shouted him out.
You did shout it out?
I shouted him out.
I must have been drinking.
I don't think we do nothing else on this. We drank it out, but it doesn't matter. Let's shout him out again.
Shout out to Caution, All Over Media, Smalls Art Studio. This is a wonderful thing. We love it here, and we're super excited. And we're going to be syndicated on Get Global Network. Shout out to them on Roku. We'll let you know more about that soon.
Yeah.
It's a big deal.
We're going to jump right into it, though.
Let's hop into it. This is the Vodka and Cognac Show. I am Mocha Soulfly, and this is...
Y'all already know what it is. I am your big daddy, Alsace Carsillon.
Crazy ass.
Come sit on my lap.
You might get poked.
You might. No, I'm not one of them studs. I don't carry around my strap.
You don't just sit
and
around
I don't
with
just
it
wake
on?
up in the morning and be like, I'm going to the club. I might want to put on my strap. I don't I don't understand that part of lesbianism. Like, I don't understand why I have on a random hard dick.
Cause it's always hard, right? Like it ain't like
Like it don't. Like I can't
soft. Ain't like you can tuck it.
Like like it's just hard than a bitch. It's just here.
It's like,
and I'm like, I came ready for you, baby. Backpack.
okay, this
Never
ain't
mind.
even the top we supposed to be on.
Listen, we're gonna jump right into it.
We already been drinking.
Y'all probably seen it. Y'all probably talked about it, but we're gonna talk about it real quick. GQ has said, and it had hurted me.
They lost
when
their
I saw
goddamn
it.
mind.
They said that a certain somebody was like the greatest rapper alive, and Jay-Z wasn't mentioned, Rakim wasn't mentioned, Nas wasn't mentioned, hell, KRS-One wasn't mentioned, Scarface wasn't mentioned, Andre 3 Stacks, Eminem wasn't mentioned. They said,
Who?
Future.
I almost threw up in my mouth.
Nay Davies.
Why you got to call that boy by his first name, man? Listen, now let's be clear.
And we don't have a problem with Future.
We fuck
like
with
some of his
Future. We like the music. Like if you in the joint, like fuck.
The greatest of anything.
Listen, but he was a prophet when he said fuck it, mask off. He was a prophet because the mask just came off. Okay, but the greatest.
No.
The greatest rapper alive. Who the fuck, as Caution has so eloquently stated,
Facts.
is GQ to determine who's the greatest rapper. I mean, clearly this is their first faux pas. Is that this is GQ saying this, and when did they become a hip hop or rap rap authority?
That privilege we were just talking about.
They're fucking privilege.
You fucking intrude no shit that you ain't got no business in.
Why
Mind
are they
your
talking
business.
about this?
But I mean, if they're interviewing a hip hop artist, why don't they have the opinion? I'm just being a devil's advocate on this.
Most of the time, and a lot of GQ articles, they do delve deeply into stories with artists and they talk to them about certain shit. Because I've seen certain ones. But you're a fashion publication.
Is.
So you can't go to the XXL and they in there talking about who the best, the flyest, the best dressed rapper is. That's
but
not
they do.
Not like that though. They're not gonna put somebody on the cover and say Future's the best dressed rapper. You see what I'm saying? Like
because that's not what they're talking
it's
about.
not what
That's not
they're-
their forte.
Like who's the expert there that can say and make that definitively?
Greatest
you know what I mean?
rapper alive. Like who and why? But we know why they did it.
Right.
We just talk about it for this reason right here. So because everything now is like an attention grab. It's like how many times have we seen a headline that had absolutely nothing to do with what was actually in the article, And it was just an attention grab. That's what I feel like these magazines are.
But here's the thing. If you were at GQ right now and you were at the top of your shit and they wanted to say, like, you were MC, and they wanted to give you, if they wanted to make the title right now, you're the greatest rapper alive, you're not going to argue with that when they send, because they got to send that back to you. They got to send that back to you. You're not going to argue with it.
Rappers are braggadocious.
Is like, and always gonna be.
This is what they do.
Everybody think we better than the next.
Yeah, I mean, so okay. I'm sure he was like, yeah, let's do it.
Let's go forward with it.
But goddamn, if it's not like totally incorrect,
they could have saved that. I would have looked into the article. They could have saved it. That's unnecessary publishing there. You're doing too much. You're doing too much.
What would you rather them say?
I didn't read the article. I didn't read the article.
I don't think none of us have read the article yet. I don't even know if
it's going to. Like,
did it hit yet? It doesn't matter. But like, when you want them to say that about you, that you're the best rapper alive, you wouldn't want them to say that about you, Caution.
I wouldn't necessarily put myself out there like that. Maybe not. Maybe if I was him, I would. So I can't think in my own perspective.
Right.
So maybe if I was
he's
him,
done great things.
Exactly.
He has
an album
sold
dropping.
A lot of records.
He just executive produced an album for Kanye. So he's walking on. Plus, he's influenced a generation of rap music that you can't ignore.
This is true. He's had an impact. I'm not gonna not give him that.
And he's been around for a long time doing it. And you know what I'm saying?
I am not gonna deny the impact that he has had on.
He's a hook king. He's a hook king. Facts. Like,
we're not gonna deny that
because we can't deny that if somebody sent us a record right now with his hook on it and say, "Yo, all you need to do is put verses on it."
Yeah,
you'd be all over that. That's easy.
Even at a point to where if I was at a certain level to be able to pay somebody to do a song with, he would be one of the people. I'm not even gonna cap with you because I know what it'll do.
So he's a great artist, but the greatest?
No.
Fuck no.
So who determines the greatest? Right. Is it your peers that determines who's the greatest, or is
it's definitely not GQ.
Or is it the fans? Because the fans, it's
a culmination of everything. I feel
it ain't GQ and whoever wrote that article.
No,
I mean, but GQ is the one that got us having this conversation, so it got to be GQ.
Nah, that's some stupid ass. There's some dumbass at GQ that was like, you know what? I've been listening to Future since I was 12, and now I'm 21.
Somebody in that shit was like,
controversial.
That's what it was.
What?
That's what it was.
It's gonna be controversial.
Clickbait.
Yeah, clickbait is
the
what's the word I was looking for right there.
Arguing about this for the next 2 weeks.
Nah, I don't even give it 2 weeks. I give it like a week and a half.
Yeah.
It'll die down.
A week and a half, and we just waiting on somebody else to fuck up or do some other shit.
Yeah, shit moves
and then
fast.
we like, all right, we're not upset about.
Or when this Kendrick Lamar album dropped.
Oh God, let's not do that because I've already seen people talking about the K-Dot. Half people is like excited to hear it. Some people have said it's gonna be hot garbage. I just hope the shit is monumental.
I hope so too. I mean, but so here's the thing though, right? You have some people like ourselves,
right,
eclectics of music.
Not only that, but we appreciate lyrics.
Right.
We appreciate content. We appreciate subject matter, and we don't always want to hear about shoot 'em up, bang bang, and slapping a hoe and fucking on bitches and what jewelry and cars I have. We don't always want to hear that, right? So.
I have to ask. I'm sorry. If y'all see Sace, that's what it's somewhere.
Yeah, it be libations.
And I don't be wanting to offend them. No. You know what's crazy? I don't be knowing if people are okay with it, so I just thought about it like, damn, I didn't ask if she was cool with me doing
so
this.
we just gotta, and we're just gonna move it on along. We're just gonna.
Wait, is that what kind of night we have?
We're just gonna move it right on along, guys. Cause guess what?
Smells kind of nice.
We're gonna be recording this, but we celebrate 420 every day.
It's 420.
No, we celebrate it every day.
It's tomorrow.
Yeah.
You can't.
Shit.
Listen. Y'all are tripping. She ain't.
Never mind.
Oh shit.
Never goddamn mind. Yeah. Shit.
Why you pissed?
I know what I'm doing. Shit. I'm not. That's a California smoke. I know better than that, nigga.
It's not that bad. It's not that bad. But no, like you said, I would
hit that when we leaving. Either way it goes. We looking for K-Dot to drop his album. You're either listening for Kendrick Lamar to drop his album so you can critique it, or you're listening for me, I be listening for, please let Quincy Jones produce it again. Please let Stevie Wonder show up on a track.
Details about it?
I don't have any details about it. I know that it's coming. It's just kind of like I'm just excited for new music with lyrics. Because I can't get with the and it's just like a whole bunch of the same. Everybody got the same cadence.
It's so crazy. I don't even hear that. Like I'm so tuned into the shit I listen to. I only hear certain shit.
See, and here's the thing.
I listen to a lot of R&B. I'm sorry, guys.
That too.
Sorry. See,
that too.
So I stay on Tidal,
right?
Because I support us. So I do stay on Tidal. But I very rarely listen to what's happening on the radio. The only time that I'm really in tune with like some of this new style, I don't even call it mumble rap anymore because some of it is decent. Right. But the only time I get wind of it is from my 18-year-old.
But here's the thing: you gotta listen to it. Like if you deem yourself as a writer or a creative,
you gotta know what's hot, right?
You gotta know what's hot. You gotta know what's gonna grab their attention, and it's kind of like anybody, like when Lupe did his songs where he kind of dove into the trap and rap style.
Yeah.
Like in order to grab them, you're going to have to spit their shit at some point. But then there's artists like yourself who say, man, fuck y'all. I'm not going to do it.
I understand, especially in today's age with the whole worldwide what's the
universe?
The world. The
all
web.
them niggas.
Everything.
All them niggas.
The whole fucking web. Everybody in the
worldwide.
world.
Beyonce's internet. There we go.
Not internet. Beyonce's internet. Like there's so many people at my fingertips. All I have to do is grab the people who there are going to be people who are attracted to my art and to what I do and how I deliver what I deliver. Right. And all I have to do is tap in and tune into those people and cultivate that audience, and I could literally make a pretty good living. I see people do it all the time. They make a good living off of a small fan base who just genuinely supports them. So I don't have to necessarily conform to what's hot right now, because some of that shit just gives me a motherfucking headache.
It's hot for right now, but it ain't gonna be hot later. And I am curious to know, like, what is this gonna be like 20 years from now? Because I'm still listening to the shit that my dad was listening to or my mom was listening to. Like, and that's where your comfort zone come into when you see Snoop Dogg just vibing out to a 70s fucking record, Bootsy Collins and shit. Like, will some of our music be timeless like that? You know what I mean?
Of course it will.
Will future song, will I be 70 years old? Talking about Mad South. Fucking Mad South.
Probably not.
I feel like
I ain't gonna lie though. I'm gonna be out there. If it's March Madness, okay? If that shit come on. If y'all ain't never seen me turn up, if you hear future March Madness, I'm somewhere.
But we'll talk about future, but to be on the safe side, right?
Yeah.
Not to call your age out. But when you get 60, 70 years old, which I don't know if y'all seen the clip. I seen the clip of the 60-plus-year-old women twerking to juveniles, back that ass up. A little bit disturbing, but
enough for back that ass up.
They wasn't old. No, first of all, they were over the age of back that ass up. But what I'm saying is, you're gonna get to a point where you're a 60-year-old, 70-year-old, and like, that's gonna come on at the cookout. And I'm gonna
still be trying to back my ass
and you're gonna fucking hurt your knees. That's what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
That's what you're gonna do.
For sure.
No,
so
I think
I'm gonna be that auntie,
you know what I'll do?
Sure.
I have to categorize and put music in those categories. Like, I know this is the shit that I consider timeless.
There's some
this
shit that's
is the
timeless.
shit that hit me at a certain time and I felt it, and then this is the shit that just the beat goes hard. Or
I'm gonna just be honest.
There's some stuff that's timeless.
Back that ass up is never not going to go hard.
Yeah, it's no matter what you do.
Like, you're gonna be 90 years old. Like, come on, baby, let me see you do it.
But we all agree though. That's like a timeless jam.
Yeah.
Like that is.
And you can tell it. It's like when Leave the Door Open came out, when it Silk Sonic, and I heard it the first time. I knew that was a timeless song. So them winning all the awards they won, it was necessary because that song will never go anywhere. Like my kids sing it, my mother sings it, and so when you get those kind of songs, they last
everybody
forever.
Loves.
Yeah.
So that brings me into the next topic, relationships.
Ooh.
Relationships,
and this gonna go off the cuff, but because of what we're talking about. Dating a musician is not for the weak. Why not? Why not?
I'll tell you why. Because most musicians, like ourselves, because I've known us for a long time.
Don't put my business out.
So here's the thing. We understand, this is just my opinion, and I can only really speak for myself. I understand that based on what I love to do, not even that I'm just doing it full time for a living right now, but I love to do it. And people who know me, some of them know me for the music and stuff like that, or met me that way. I understand as an artist, as a creator, in some ways, and don't take this the wrong way, that I belong to the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is my purpose, it is my desire to touch massive amounts of people with my creativity. Everybody's not like that, but that is something that I have been called to do and that I enjoy doing and that fills me up and lifts me up to do. I cannot be with a person who is not secure with themselves, who doesn't understand that when I walk into certain places or venues that I'm not going to be giving a million people hugs because I know all these people and they love to hug me and I love to hug them. And there's an energy exchange. Like if you are insecure being with an artist, it is never going to work. Because you have to kind of share some of that.
What about that
energy.
hug though? That hug you talking about?
It depends on the kind of hug.
Okay, let's talk about the hug.
I give good hugs, but when I'm with somebody,
no. See, you give the good hug. So sometimes, and I'm just gonna speak for the other person on the other end that got it. Because when we walk into places, we gotta understand, especially if it's a part of our night. When we walk into places, it's like we are center of our attention. Yo, what's up? And then you start giving these hugs. And I learned that you can't lean with it and rock with it with the hug. Like, you can't,
which is fine.
You can't do it one of these. You can't do one of these. You got to lean in it right here. like so, and I got you.
There's a certain kind of hug.
Would Drake say, I know those type of hugs?
Yeah, that lean with it, rock with it, gonna get you in trouble. Your wife gonna be like, let me talk to you for a second.
But I do carry myself a lot differently when I'm single and when I'm with someone. I will say that, and I think that's just a respect thing. Right. So when I walk into a place, am I gonna let the 20 niggas who would normally try to pick me up because I'm so fucking little and hug me like this? No, I'm not going to allow that.
Earth to niggas. Do not pick. I'll say something.
Says if I see a nigga picking you up, we're going to have a problem when I'm there. I'm going to be like, wait a fucking minute. This nigga had on Tim's the last time I see her. Put her down. I don't want to see that. No.
And I have that is the conditioning that I went in with the hip hop community. Like, I have some niggas that'll still walk up to me and they be like, nigga, don't give me no dap. You gotta hug me, sis. And that's just a mutual respect, which I'm cool with.
Right.
I don't have a problem with women that already know who I am with the hug. It's the women after the show that then watch you on stage and they're like, what the fuck?
Like, ooh.
I like that. So then when they get off stage,
they don't know
your
either.
Your girl is like right here.
They
and they're
don't
like
know.
beeline to you, hug you. They want to kiss you. Hey, ma'am, we will both die today.
Facts.
Please.
Facts.
So there are boundaries.
How do you establish those boundaries, and how do you make your partner be good with those boundaries? Because they're dating a popular nigga.
But here's the thing. They have to be secure and just understand that you're going to get attention.
So they can't be jealous?
They can, but here's the thing. I feel like the onus first is on me.
Right.
In a relationship, me as an entertainer, it is, as an entertainer, the onus first is on me. And I really feel like, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but over the years when I have been dating someone, if I first of all walk up into a place, normally I'm with that person and you can tell I'm with this person, and normally I'm introducing this person. This is how I am when I'm with somebody. Like, this is such and such and such, and you already know me. If I'm not with somebody, I'm not like introducing no niggas. Like, so if I'm introducing you to the people that are around and that are in the atmosphere, like, oh, that must be Keisha, that must be who she with. Yes, and therefore don't approach me wrong.
Right.
Period.
It's some bold people though that will still.
Yeah, I've had a few, and even with mine, y'all have seen, if you've ever seen me at a show, like my wife is with me from the time I get there. It ain't no space. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? And I don't mind. And I'm not saying that like it's a bad thing. Like, she is there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And but there's still been instances where people do, like you say, you come off stage and people want to say certain shit, and it's just kind of like, all right, it's been a little too long though. Like,
right, like get out of my ear now.
Go about the rest of your day now. Like, this can't be a lingering thing, because like when she gets over here, then I'm gonna walk away. It's like you figure it out type shit.
I'm gonna be honest with you though. I've had people like walk up to me and ask the person that I'm with, like, can you take a picture of us? And like they pull me in like, what? Like, hey, we're gonna die today.
So you. But
you know me. If somebody, but you know me. When I go into a club, if I'm with somebody, y'all already know. Because first of all, when I walk up into a club, there's a whole bunch of niggas that know me that will kind of figure it out. Oh, that's Sace girl, whatever.
Exactly. Right. Same for me.
But for me, I gotta introduce niggas and be like, hey.
Yeah.
This is
me right here.
Right.
Don't do shit. Hey.
So that's like a different dynamic, because you also got to let these things know, like, I'm with this bad motherfucker right there. Like,
but then
don't do that.
And I'm not even gonna be funny. It's never. I can't say never the black women, but it's mostly the white women that just don't fucking get it. And I'm like, I don't care how drunk you are, you're invading a level of space.
But can we talk about just how a lot of them don't have like a lot
boundaries?
Boundaries are couth.
Yeah, like they don't give a fuck.
A lot of my, and I love my
love y'all,
my FFFFF friends.
You're what?
Is that the one? Is that the HTML? Anyway,
white people.
Yeah, I love my white friends, but here's the thing: like a lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them, they don't have couth. They don't have boundaries. They don't know where the line is, and you have to literally put them like you have to like really kind of be almost very assertive. Like the ones that I love the most, at some point in time, most of them I've had to be assertive with, like I don't give a fuck about your white tears. I backstroking them hoes.
Do you understand how many of them I've actually have to say, my nigga, please get away, like back up, back the fuck. Like when I gotta talk to them like a whole grown ass nigga, it's like, chill. But I get it. People get drunk. They're at a show. But again, dating a musician is not for the weak. Please don't come over here with your insecurities. There's hoes around, but a lot of us don't want the hoes. Most of us seasoned motherfuckers, where the camera? Right here. Mm-hmm. We don't want the hoes. We don't. Because I guarantee you, all the hoes that you're seeing, they've been around the block.
And we already know who they are.
Several times. We will not list the name of the hoes. But moving the fuck along, since Mother's Day and Father's Day is coming up.
Let's talk more relationships shit.
More relationship shit. If you with a nigga that got babies.
Or with a woman
that got kids.
Who has children.
Are you obligated to give them a gift for Mother's or Father's Day?
That's a great question. I really and truly think it depends on a person's like financial situation.
You can afford a card, nigga. If we talk about financial situation, we can
okay. I think it depends on the length of time that you've been dating said person.
Right,
like
so
if it's a brand new relationship. Yeah. Like I'm just saying, like if it's a brand new relationship, like
April, I don't owe you a gift.
I don't know. It depends on the person themselves. Like some people are very sentimental. Me, like I have to put people's birthdays in my phone on Google for me to remember them hoes, and with reminders.
Yeah,
with
Facebook
reminders. Like if it wasn't for Facebook birthdays and shit, like I wouldn't remember nobody's shit because I'm not sentimental like that.
I apologize to all my nieces and nephews. Auntie, sorry.
Listen, but I know people who buy cards for every occasion, every fucking person they know, and they enjoy doing it. It's just something so I think it's it's an individual preference.
I'm gonna stick it out there. I ain't nothing you to have these kids.
So you ain't get nothing.
You ain't giving these women no Mother's Day gifts.
Listen, Mother's Day is because you're a mother to your kids. Your
I kind of feel the
kids
same way.
should give you the gift.
I kind of feel the same way.
Why the fuck am I giving you a gift?
I never understood that.
Unless you're married.
No,
I mean,
no, don't
married,
throw that in there.
listen. Hold on. Like, maybe.
Well, that gotta be the damn exception, okay?
When people look at me and be like, yo, that's fucked up. You fucking somebody with kids. I done had a fucking kids. The kids been here 18, 20 years. Now I got to give you a gift for a decision you made with a nigga in the fucking back seat somewhere. Why the fuck is that my responsibility?
What the fuck am I thanking you for? Like, what am I giving you? Like, that's a very
I
good.
don't even call you.
That's a good
I don't even call you mommy in bed. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, I didn't think about it that way. Why am I congratulating you on fucking another nigga?
Listen.
What the fuck am I doing?
Listen.
Wow.
I'm just saying.
This is a good point.
If anything, she should be giving me a gift in June because she called me daddy. I'm sorry. I just don't see it that way, but I get it. A lot of women, being a lesbian, a lot of women are like super sentimental. So I gotta like get you a card and some goddamn flowers or chocolates or some shit. Take your kids out. And if your kids are younger, then I gotta take your kids out. And here's another problem I got. If your kids is too young, then I got to go take them, spend my fucking money, and let them put their name on the fucking gift and say it's from them. Nigga, they didn't have no cash. They don't even have no fucking money. Nigga, put from Big Daddy.
It better be from Big Daddy.
Big Daddy and the kids. Like,
And the
address
kids.
this shit appropriately, bro.
It better be from the person who also actually purchased it.
Oh no,
So
I'm not doing
I
it.
don't know. I'm just not saying, but I cannot recall, except for when I was like in an extended relationship, getting something
But
from
see,
Mother's
that makes
Day.
sense because then it's like we've been together 6 years and I know that you're a mama.
Right. And now I'm like your kid's step, whatever.
No, I
the
ain't. No.
Nah, you gonna if you've
Well,
been
this
together
is the
that
only-
long,
no,
you
this
gonna let
the
her go
only
6
situation-
Mother's Day blank for
Listen,
no,
this
and then
the
not
only-
do
And
nothing.
then I'm going to show up and be like, baby,
this
you
the
know what?
only
You a good
situation-
mama.
Like that's the only situation I'm talking about though. Is like actually being with somebody.
Like,
Right.
you with
Y'all live in
somebody.
the same household.
You got to in that instance though. Like
all of that.
if y'all been fucking around for 6
This some
years
fucked up
and,
shit.
and
This
you
some
taking
fuck-
their kids to school and shit every now and
Fuck
then.
that
and-
little goddamn illiterate motherfucker. This goddamn, now I gotta watch you and help you sign the motherfucking card and say it's from you. This is the problem that I fucking have. Nigga, did he save that fucking birthday money that I gave to his ass, or did he spend that shit on Fortnite?
and his daddy still don't like you. So
Right. You know what I'm saying? They out here calling me Stunkle and
Hey, Stunkle.
Stepstaddy and all kinds of shit. They coming up with all kinds of shit. Nigga, the fuck?
yeah,
I should not have
you going
to.
through all of that.
And that's in relationships. And then we're going to keep it moving. Since we talking about these badass kids.
What? What's the next topic?
Should we split the bill on the date? First date, second date, third date, 10th date. Should you split the bill?
So here's the thing. There have been very few situations in my adult life that I can recall where I have split a bill when I was going on an actual date, especially a date where the man invited me. Now, I happen to be one of the type of women where I quite enjoy, especially if the pipe being laid right and I'm getting everything else I need.
I knew we was going to get that somewhere.
Emotionally and
There are
everything else.
qualifiers.
Like I quite enjoy like spoiling my man too. Like every now and again I'm gonna be like, now here's what I enjoy. Generally, like the type of men that I date is like, okay, I'm finna pay for this and I have to like assert myself and be like, no, I'm doing this. I'm taking, you know what I'm saying? And I enjoy that.
You got to take the little black thing and be like, no. Got it.
Which I enjoy doing from time to time. Like I enjoy spoiling my man too. But generally, if I am with someone who all the time is like waiting on me to get the check, fuck no. First of all, I'm not gonna be with that person. Like, and that's just me. That's just me.
So what
That
about the
is
first
literally
date? What
just
about let's give it first date. I don't know if I want to fuck with you. You don't know if you want to fuck with me.
No.
Is it acceptable?
No.
To split
Nah, I'm
the-
gonna pay every time.
A man's
I'ma pay every
man,
time.
and maybe I'm traditional and old. I don't really
Because
give
for
a
one,
fuck.
I don't know what you got going on, and
I'm
I don't
not
want
doing
that.
that.
If I'm a single man, I'm thinking I'm trying to win in this situation, right? So like, I don't want to put no burden. I don't want you to bear the burden of trying to figure out how to pay if you didn't.
But what if she asks you
intending to
out?
pay.
What if she asks you
I'm
out?
still gonna pay because that's gonna make me look better.
Bet that.
You see what I'm saying? Like I'm a win.
Aesthetics.
I can't lose.
I talk a lot. I talk a lot of shit, but
For real.
I be paying for this shit. Like I talk cold cash.
Of
shit.
course you do, because you're a grown man.
Fuck. I am a young lady. Fuck.
I like how she can switch it from opening the show saying it's Big Daddy to I'm a young lady.
Yes. I'm a whole woman.
I'm just saying. As a lesbian, I'm sick and tired of that PSA. I'm sick and tired of the lesbian. Now one fucking take me out. I'm a girl too, ho. Shit.
That is crazy. So yeah, that dynamic is still there. Y'all just stare at the check sometimes, or you always got it, no matter what.
That's a good question.
You know what? What? I think what it really is, like, if you I've dealt with boss bitches.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Who you got to be like, nah,
snatch it from him.
Nah, I got it. Fuck, I just got paid today. I got it. And then you got women that's like, as soon as the bill come, they like,
take my pictures now because I ain't took no picture. Hope my hair still laid.
Like they're not even trying to pay attention to it. They like,
that's
this
my wife.
Nigga got it. This nigga asked me out. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. My dad was just that guy. I watched my dad, both my dad and my stepdad. I never seen my mother pay for shit.
Right.
And this is how I was raised.
You know, like even when they went out and then you kind of find out the later story to some of the behind the scenes stories,
right.
Like women giving niggas cash and shit to be able to pay for shit, whatever the case may be. But I've always seen my dad pay for everything. So in modeling myself after the masculine figure before you figure out, oh, you're still a female and all this shit, you still got to go by that, which I've never seen him allow a woman to pay for shit. But I will say this, since all you bitches, not every single one of you personally,
she's trying to stop paying y'all.
Y'all want $500 meals and shit. The least you can do is come with the tip.
Yeah.
The least you can do is have the cash for the tip.
Gratuity, please.
Yeah.
And I just think it's just a conversation that you have. This is why I like to fucking.
Let's talk about it just for a second. Though.
Let's go to Starbucks for the first date.
That's not an art to the park.
Right.
Can we actually talk?
Right.
Like
they want to go.
I wouldn't have a problem with that. That's what I'm saying.
These young bitches, they want to go. They want to go to.
They want to go to the
and shit finest fucking restaurant.
And I've never been that way. So some of it is an individual thing.
You're different. You're different. Like
I'm a different type of cat.
We come from the school of 2 for $20s was cool. Because I'm getting to spend time with you. And we never looked at it as you being a broke nigga. We looked at it as shit. If we 2 for $20 here, I'm gonna be able to get some drinks, especially if we go before 6.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm
time.
gonna get some later, like, cause she gonna be lit off these cheap ass drinks. The
Factuals.
fuck? Like, use your brain, nigga.
That's real. Like, it's a different time, and I think we have to take that into account in these conversations. Like, a lot of this generation grew up on, and please don't get me wrong, cause I love me some motherfucking Cardi and Meg and. I don't like all the city girl stuff, but every blue moon. We
give a fuck about a nigga.
I'm just saying that jams, and I twerk to that. But I'm just saying, you know, it's a different time and space that we live in, and like even for me and for our generation, I feel like we grew up on that INDEPE.
Facts.
You know, also we still have some of the traditional older type of culture, I guess, or whatever it is that says to me, like, yes, I am an independent woman, meaning I have had to take care of myself and my child, and I'm going to do it to the utmost, and I'm going to make sure she wants for nothing. And no, I don't necessarily need to lean on somebody. Also, I would love to not fucking work. I would love for my man to take care of all the bills and let me the business ventures that I have make us more money. Like, I would love all those things. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
you just want to sit your ass at the house.
Well, I wouldn't do that, but I can tell you a million things that I could fill my time with when all the bills are paid by somebody else to make us more money.
That's
like a million things. Do you know what I'm saying?
Say that one more time. You can think of a million things?
Yes. I could fill my time and space with all types of different things, including making sure my man is like thinks he's the fucking king of the world, especially if he's paying all the bills.
Would you have in that perfect scenario that you described, would you also have people that are cleaning for you and cooking for you as well?
Yes. Who has time for that?
So you got a million things you can put on your fucking plate. But
You
cooking
fucking
and
right.
cleaning ain't one of them.
But why would I do that if I'm the boss bitch that I am and my man is paying all the bills? Like, we're about to be just rolling. Like, we have disposable income, clearly. Like,
She had a million things and cooking shit. This nigga ain't gonna get a fried piece of chicken. Not
like
once.
we need to be at the chiropractor's office getting adjusted.
Yeah,
from all the
from that
extracurricular
last
activity.
position, from that
Yeah,
Mrs.
from that-
Robinson's that you did the last episode.
Exactly. Like, I need my neck to be right, and my spine to be in order.
I
and
feel that.
yoga
but-
and massages, and I could
But
go on.
I think all the young people, they want all of that up front, and we were taught that you get that later on.
Absolutely.
So I think that's gonna be the difference.
Yeah, because it came with growth. I wasn't always that way.
Yeah.
It definitely took some time. Like, I split a few bills in my life. I'm not gonna lie to you as far as I'm not even a friend. But I mean, then again, like, as you get older and deal with the same person for so long, I think that's another level of security with those type of things, is knowing who you spending money on and what it's worth.
You splitting bills with your wife?
Bills like what?
Like the food bill?
Now?
Yeah.
That was funny, sis. That was funny. That was funny. That was really funny.
As if.
we gonna have to ask Miss Brown.
Oh, go ahead. I wish there was an option. There's no option once you get married for that kind of shit. It shouldn't be. No.
And it shouldn't be. Like, it's just.
No
old
option.
school.
So you just know that.
Nah, but I'm a pay everything kind of guy anyway. So like,
are you a pay everything kind of guy with bills too? Like, every bill is paid.
No, my wife is a stay-at-home mother. She takes care of my children.
Word life.
And I take care of everything else. So that's how it works for us. Like, we
It's a
just
beautiful
figured
thing.
it out. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
Appreciate
I
it.
like that. Hey,
it's
give yourself some hand claps or something, or a shout out or something.
No, I mean, she made it known, like, after she had my son, and it was like the daycare thing, and like having to like work all those things out, and like they say 4 or 5 weeks or 6 weeks being off ain't enough for a woman to really heal
Fuck
and
no.
take care of your child and shit. And like,
Correct.
I kind of saw the effects of it, and like
Yeah.
one day I remember she called me and was like, I can't do it no more. So I was like, well, just fucking quit. Like,
No, that's
I'd rather have a different conversation than you calling me complaining about that. Like, we all right,
No, that's
just fucking
right.
quit. And so that's what she's done. You know what I'm saying? Like, she does everything else to help out with everything I got going on. So
Because having and raising kids is 20 jobs.
for real though.
Let's not forget.
Yeah. So
Let me go ahead and have some children, cause
you know,
I'm looking for somebody. Oh my god.
no,
Oh my God.
I
Oh my
just
God.
told you it's gonna change me if I see somebody
Fam,
pick her
I've
up
already
off her
stated
feet.
this. I've already stated this, bro. Bro, if I ever got pregnant, I would just have to go like underground for like a year, because there's gonna be niggas at the door just wanting to, like, man, I give you $100. Let me see it. Let me see it.
Oh my God.
Nah. Like,
Just show me the
There's no part of
child.
that
If you
that would
pop
make
up with a
sense.
little dreaded child one day and I didn't see it, I'd be cool with that. Like, okay, she went and did her thing. Came
let
back.
me see if this nigga.
Right.
I know the nigga skinny. Let me see it. Let me see it. Let me see
That's the
it.
thing, nigga.
That's
No,
crazy.
absolutely not. So, fuck y'all. We going into if they white, they might. If
Do it.
they white, they might. So
What we talking?
we talking about Florida being fucking Florida.
Oh my God.
Florida being Florida.
Florida has decided to get rid of 21 plus math books.
Like they not already dumb enough out there. All right.
Fuck
Math.
math books.
Because of
Critical race theory.
Nah, they don't want niggas to be able to equate them numbers they giving them out there in jail time. That's what it is.
I'm confused.
Yeah.
I am confusion because Florida is always the
They
center
Yeah.
of just stupid laws, red state, just ignorance. Like, what is critical race theory? Like, what the fuck are they so angry about? Because you're teaching about what
Actual
hold on,
history
hold
about
on,
shit that
hold-
actually
pause,
happened.
Pause. But what in math? When we was learning 1 + 1, 2 × 8, when we was learning that shit, they ever say Harriet Tubman had 8 sleeves?
It was
And if you
20.
times
there
that
a
by
hidden
20,
message?
like,
If you stack 20 niggas on a boat.
That's what I'm saying. They don't want us to be able to count the slaves at the bottom of the
10
ships.
of them jump.
They like somehow these niggas figured out how many slaves came from Africa. They figured out how many boats.
Like where in these
take away the math
is that relevant?
Which because we got a few different generations going on just right in here. Just bro, I never in my math book was there Black history in it. Like
Confused.
I'm confused.
Was it a black man that invented math? Now, if you tell me that makes sense. That
That
they'll
does
get rid of
right.
it because they only take away black shit from the book. So if a black man created math, then they gonna take it away.
Ding, ding. Wait,
Is that what it is?
Is there a sound effect that says ding ding?
No,
ding,
this
ding,
I'll give it the horns. That's close enough.
Is there a sound effect that does ding 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 ding? I think I know what you got on your mind.
Next, I'll have it for you.
I didn't
next
say ding-a-ling. But yes, that's always
But why do they want to just take Black history just completely out of this shit? Out of everything. They don't want HBCUs to exist. They don't want us to teach our kids that Huckleberry fucking Finn had the word nigga in the fucking books. They don't care. Like, what is it? No. Like, what is your fucking problem? We had to learn this shit.
No, they don't want to hear it.
I feel like I need to drain this water so I can get
They just want to tell us about their history.
You need a cup.
No, I just need ice, but I don't want to drink all this water. But maybe I do need some water. Anyway.
Stay hydrated.
Still, at the end of the day, here's where I'm at with it. Stop, bro. Florida. Everybody that is pissed off about
Florida.
As they say in Atlanta, Florida man.
Oh God,
Florida
really,
man,
Florida man from the Atlanta series. Shout out to that artist that did those portraits. That was dope as fuck. But at the end of the day, I think what we got going on is that they just want to erase the fact that they enslaved a whole bunch of niggas, and they just want to wipe that shit away. Because this also, as progressive as this generation is, this particular generation that we're not a part of, these are the niggas that'll be like, it's okay, slavery was just 420 years ago. It's okay. They are the type to be influenced in that manner. So I think that's why they want to push it to where it's never even taught. Because if you're never taught, it's kind of like all the shit that we had to learn about being Black that was never taught in high school or college.
Never thought about.
Yeah.
Like you like I never even got an African American history class until I got to college.
Right. They didn't teach that shit in school, man. I don't know why they act like any of that shit ever existed for us. They teach you about the history of the specific state that you're in and very little about anything else.
Oh, and Martin Luther King, maybe a little sprinkle Malcolm X in.
Thank goodness for the internet. That's why I say technology is like it's a double-edged sword. Can it be harmful? Yes. Has it been extremely helpful?
Oh, hell yeah.
Fuck yes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Like even I think we talked about this before, like the Oklahoma, Tulsa riots, as what they call it, but it was just really an assault on a fucking Black community. Like I didn't learn that shit in I didn't learn that shit in high school at all. I learned that shit from just being like, what's on fucking Netflix?
Right.
Yeah.
Like, and then it's like you start calling the people that are older in your family. They're like, yeah, I didn't know about that, or either, yeah, we knew about that. We just say shit. So if you want to get rid of, if critical race theory is just to eradicate our history, then we have a fucking problem.
Yeah, and we have to fight to not make that happen. But also, we cannot and have never, when you think about it, and we know this in our generation, especially with the internet and being more educated and more learned, if you will, we understand that we cannot rely on these systems that were literally built to create
separation.
The system is perfect. This is what I'm going to say. The system is working exactly as it was designed to work, from the school system to the prison pipeline to the corporate system. All of that is designed exactly as it was built. And so I think people are more and more, thankfully, are waking up and understanding that I cannot rely on any of these systems to teach my child who the fuck they are. They know who we are, as Miss Badu says. But many of us are still learning that. And I think it's the onus is on us to continue to educate ourselves.
If you're taking things like Black history out, or like you said, just for Florida, I guess they're just taking away the fact that math was created from
a Black
Africans.
person.
Like, so you're just mad about that?
Egyptians,
Like so we're just mad. If you're taking that away, there's a part of us that you don't get to learn because, again, certain things about the history of black people, certain current events about black people, I did not learn in my house.
Right.
Yes,
I learned
for sure
because of the internet or what was
Absolutely.
on TV or, and especially now we got phones.
Right.
We
Yes.
at this point, we pulling over every time we see a young black man being pulled over out his car. You're like, hold on. Let me pull over for a safe distance for myself and so I can
Film
record
this
it.
shit.
Because I don't know what's going to pop off. You know what I'm saying? So I think Florida is just being Florida. Texas is going to be Texas.
Right.
Virginia's going to be Virginia. The Carolinas going to be the Carolinas. Mississippi. Everybody going to be what they going to be. But stop trying to take it out.
Yeah.
And that's the problem that we have.
Don't erase.
Right.
Don't do that.
No, they're not erasing. They're replacing.
Trying to.
They're replacing it with like good stories of wholesome white families that sing shit like 1 + 1 is 2. Yeah. 2 + 2 is 4.
They give you that old
and it's great. And then your children come home and they're like 1 + 1. And you're like, bitch. I don't want to call you out your name, but no.
Don't cuss
So
out
that's
your
what
kids,
happened.
Safe.
Now, what else we got? Current events.
Let's move. Current events. Let's talk about this because I learned based on some earlier conversation that possibly some of the debt that I still have may be wiped out because I'm seasoned. I am not mad about being seasoned.
I'm a little bit mad at you. She's seasoned, so basically Biden like
What is Biden doing?
we might, cause here's the thing with Biden. I don't believe the shit until it's silent.
be a
Yeah.
little
So
sleepy.
what Biden is fucking
Because that nigga
proposing.
don't even know where he is.
He be a
half
little
the time.
sleepy. I was finna say last thing I seen, he couldn't get off the stage. Damn near. He was
Did
looking
you see
around.
That
He
boy
turned
said,
around to
"Wait a
shake
minute."
somebody's
That boy
hand that
said,
wasn't there.
It wasn't nobody
Wasn't a soul
standing
there. Then he was like, "Oh,
Man,
okay."
That was not scripted.
No, it wasn't.
Leaders,
And
old
then
man
he turned
alone.
around and he was like,
He's like, "I'm not at the White House."
"Where the fuck am I?"
Listen, leave that old man alone. At
Walk
the
to
end
the
of the
wrong
day,
place. Yeah.
if this
sad.
old man can, what he trying to do is if you're over 20, 25 years old, you can apply for like forgiveness of your student loans because you wasn't going to make enough money in the first place to pay them hoes off. And for niggas like me who still owe them motherfuckers who ain't quite made it because I decided to go back late in life trying to prove my mama right. He like, well, you ain't got to owe nothing monthly. Either way, I think they should do something with student loans. Like, can you, in my most respected opinion, the least they could do is not charge interest.
Yeah, that's
On-
crazy.
Well,
On
here's
these
the thing.
loans.
We are literally one of the, and this is not only in the area of student loans, but we'll just talk about that since that's what we're talking about. For us to be so civilized and all of these things, we are so far behind when it comes to taking care of our people. When it comes to education, when it comes to healthcare, there's so many different areas that we are so like third fucking world compared to other
Second
nations who are quote unquote civilized. And it sickens me,
Yeah.
to think that,
Shout
other
out to our
countries
brothers in Canada
pay for
got
this shit.
free health care. Shout out to them.
I mean, but even education, like in places like Sweden and some of these other places, like you get to go to have more education to fulfill whatever purpose it is that you determine that you have. Here, people are literally drowning in debt and deciding between whether or not I'm going to eat or get these meds that I need. Probably not, but get these meds, You know what I'm saying?
So tell me that kind of like, and we'll just like a mini segue into what breaking the mold is. How do you feel about college and your college degree at this point in time? Like, do you feel like it was worth it? Would you
Listen.
tell? Because I know your daughter. I know
here's
Pooh
the
is
thing.
going to college. So
Which I didn't fully push. It was a choice that she ended up making herself. I am an advocate for the experience of college because I think it helps you to grow, to
be a people
mature,
person, for sure.
to learn other cultures, other people, get all that experience.
Also
I'm an
learn
advocate.
different sexual positions.
Oh my God.
I'm an advocate for
Thank
that
you, Norfolk
purpose.
State. Go ahead.
But for me and my generation, I'm 42. It meant a lot to me to have a degree, and it put me ahead of people who didn't and gave me opportunities that people who didn't have a degree had. We live in a different world where you have very progressive companies and CEOs who are like, oh, wait a minute. You don't necessarily have to go to college because guess what? When you get out of college, I'm going to still have to fucking teach you what this job is, right? So there are some progressive companies that are like, oh, if you have the experience or if you're willing to learn or whatever the case is.
Or if you got the certification.
The certifications. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right. You just spent $3,000 on a cert, but the degree costs you $50,000.
So it's not for everybody. Yeah. It is not for everybody. It's not necessary for everybody. Many of the world's top 2-3% as far as income never stepped foot in college or did just a little. Right. Yeah. So it's not that it's a prerequisite. My man from Microsoft, what's his name?
Yeah. Bill Gates.
There we go. Never went to college.
Jobs.
Did not finish college at all.
Steve Jobs, I'm sorry.
Steve Jobs, no college.
Yeah. This is what I'm saying. So it's not a prerequisite for being successful in whatever area you want to pursue. The thing is, I do understand that, again, you know, from elementary to middle school, the 12 years of college, of school through college, that is to literally facilitate and train people to work for corporations who half these people never step foot in college. Right. That is what the fucking shit is for, so that I can have a tool to go into a resource, a human resource, to go and choose from one of these schools to work the job to build a legacy for my company. I can't pass along my day job to my motherfucking child. No. These are the things I preach, but everybody is not meant to have their own business. Everybody, somebody has to park my car. Wow. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's everybody, aggressive. It's not meant for everybody.
But here's the thing, like, I think we're still under the whole Henry Ford situation, that whole manufacturing whole situation. That's why college exists. So we can continue to do what we're doing. So I think for most people, I think trade schools are better. And knowing what I know now about, you can have the degree, but then they're gonna ask you, do you have these certifications? Like, no,
or the experience, or
right? Where do you get the experience from? So, with all that being said, we have to jump into the other shit because we'll be on that topic all day. And this is my favorite of the day. Yep. Is our favorite sex positions. So I would like
something fun.
Oh goodness!
All right, so bet, and y'all see me rock. So I want to put together this. I want to rock with you. I want y'all to see this shit.
What? Wait a minute, let me see which one it is.
Is that a rocking chair?
Rock. That's a rocking chair. Oh my God. The nigga's like one of his legs is off, and his legs is up on the rocking chair, but the girl is like.
I feel like this is a doable position.
I feel like it's a doable position, but I also feel like it's a hazard. Because one rock too hard.
A little bit too far back, you can tilt, or too far forward. And it's gonna crush both of y'all.
So you gotta find that grid. It's gotta be
like, but what if you hit the, listen, what if you thrust the wrong way and she topples the fuck over? Is she upset, or do we need to go to care now?
You gotta chase her. Just go after it. Like
I feel like everybody needs to make sure the grip is good before the rock starts happening.
But see, I think that's the most important part of this position is, what was your starting point?
Yes.
Where was your gripping point in the rocking chair?
Be on.
I feel like you need to do the rocking chair in front of a couch. Like,
this is not a bad idea.
Just in case
the fly forward happens.
Right.
I think this is a good compromise.
Sometimes that's like the thrill of the excitement, the risk that I made.
You just want her to hit the floor.
It's the excitement. It's like when you scared to get caught at doing something. Sometimes you got to take a dive for the betterment of the situation. So, like I said, it's no problem. I'm just gonna chase you down there. Then the chair is done.
I don't want to do this anymore with you, Caution. I don't.
It's the floor.
This is real. I'm glad we have a man's perspective in here.
Like, just out here, just chasing.
It's time for the floor now.
Sometimes everybody's gonna have to go forward.
Right. We're on the floor now.
To the young lady out there, don't you chase me, goddammit.
Chase? No, please do.
Now we're all on the floor.
Right. Now we're on the floor with rug burns. We started in a rocking chair, and I hope we're in a house, because now we're on the second floor with the rocking chair. That shit going backwards and forward. And now we on the floor just fucking, and this music playing. We probably playing the greatest rapper alive, Future. And then don't nobody know what the fuck's going on. Now the police getting called. It's a lot of shit.
Fine.
So fuck it.
Like a hell of a
It's
time
fine.
to me.
Okay.
Listen.
This is all I'm saying.
You live another day.
I'm gonna switch it. I'm gonna switch it. Right. So
Okay,
you
what's
see that,
this
right? So this is called the best part of waking up, and I was like to add it. The best part of waking up is dick up in your guts.
Church.
And y'all know Sage don't like morning sex, but for this particular position, we will make a concession. So we're gonna show this picture. I'm
Right,
send this shit
because
to you.
the breast isn't being shared.
Listen, because she's riding the dick, but in a far enough position
to where you don't taste the breath.
You don't taste it at all.
This is real bad.
Wow. What the fuck were you doing when your breath is that bad? Because
think about it.
She's where I'm at. The nigga head where Keisha's
Yeah.
at. And you're talking about it's that bad in the mirror?
I mean, I guess it could be like.
God damn, that's halitosis, bro.
You up there huffing and puffing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Is there a fan on? Is there any kind of circulation?
Wow, there's probably a fan on. We live with the fan on. What black person don't live with the fan on?
Sometimes you turn it off.
Whoa, I knew you was a weird black person.
But the vent is literally like right where my bed is. So when it's blowing, it's like really.
So you didn't even do a ceiling fan. Not even a ceiling fan.
You know what?
I'm
not doing this with any of you.
That's true.
So at the end of the day, we want y'all to try out we want to rock with you.
Please.
And
tell us how it went.
Yeah, and try out the best part of waking up is dick up in your guts. Let us know how that works out. For you lesbians, that means your strap-on should be ready in the morning. Okay? Or either be ready with your hands.
Does it go around your waist like a belt?
I don't wear those kind. They actually I don't like those kind.
Like you can put your legs through
like
some of them. And
like I got boy shorts.
Right
I got boy shorts. I got boy shorts. Yeah, they got boy shorts with a little hole in it, so you can have more control in it. And I can do that shit with a little hand. I'm like, look, man, no hands.
That sounds cool as shit. Like,
you know. The ones
the
ones that strap around, you gotta like strap them hoes in. So
you gotta make sure they tight.
Listen, the whole view of strapping this shit in, like, cause first of all, you gotta ask for permission. Like, typically strap-ons happen with permission, especially with seasoned lesbians. They don't really like dick, so they didn't ask you for it, and you got to be quick on your feet. So what it looks like is you like, give me 1 second, clip,
yeah,
clip.
Yeah, you gotta make sure it's gotta be secure. Otherwise, the shit ain't gonna be right. Like,
and then
so if it's a little loose,
right.
Listen, and if it's not secure, you in that bitch, and then the dick been slipped, and you like, give me a second, clip.
It's too much, so you have to make sure it's secure.
So with the boy shorts,
listen,
with the boy shorts option, that shit just goes in the hole, and I'm like, look,
so
mom, no hands.
Wow. That is amazing.
Yeah.
That is amazing. And so that's the reason I asked, because I figured if it's not strapped up right, then it's loose, and then it turns.
And then it's not right.
You can move all you want to. That bitch just sitting there. You know what I'm saying?
you just sitting there with a dick up in her guts. She done woke up, the dick just in there. Ain't no thrust, no in and out. It's just in there, just there, like a suction that shouldn't be.
Fun. Being
like
on the receiving end of this,
you know, it's like
fun.
a tampon.
Yeah, it's not. It ain't thrilling.
It's like a tampon. Like, bitch, can you get this out of me? This is not fun for me at all. So shout out to everyone for all the stuff. Please listen to what the fuck I tell y'all, because this is what I do. But before we get out of here, R.I.P. to DJ K-Slay.
Yeah.
Passed away from COVID. We sorry. Please continue to take COVID serious. Like, for real. It's a real thing. You can die from it just like everything else, but please continue to take it serious.
Take precautions. Look at some of the, like, anytime I see somebody, especially a loved one, or even just an associate who has it, I always share what has helped, like, me and my daughter to get through it twice. Whether you have a shot or not doesn't fucking matter. Clearly, everybody can still get it. So just take the precautions that you know have worked for other people to keep your lungs clear and things of that nature, because that tends to be what the issue is. And just do what you can to stay in good health along the way. Take your vitamins and all those things, because Lord knows, you know, I don't.
Did you say
I
Lord
say
knows?
that. I say that. I don't
She
subscribe,
did,
but
She
I
did.
still
She
use
said
the
it.
words
Just a little
that I
bit.
use.
Slipped out there.
Like, No, it's fine.
It's the sentiment.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, but we can't end.
Take
We
care of
can't.
yourself.
We can't end on
Has
that
it
note.
already been an hour?
Yeah, about that. So before we go though, two more shout outs. Shout out to the new judge.
Katanji. I think that's her name.
Ketanji?
Katanji Brown Jackson. I really, I've seen different sentiments. Some of my cohorts, my friends, which I completely understand and agree to a degree, is that okay, we got another black person in this system, which ain't for us.
But still, I think we should just be like, congratulations to you. Let me see what you're gonna do first before I talk shit.
Here's my thing. I'm excited about not that I'm excited about it. I still commend her for being in the position that she's in,
right,
to be able, because her vote counts in a different type of way. So I can appreciate, based on what I know about the system, the influence that she can have on some of the choices that are made for all of us. And I'm grateful to have her as opposed to
Cammy,
someone else.
Cammy,
correct.
Cammy, Kamala, ain't doing nothing.
Who?
Cammy.
I don't even know who that is.
Kamala.
I don't know who that is.
Right.
We don't have to end on that. But shout out to my man from Fort Worth,
Thomas Mayfield,
principal out there in Fort Worth, doing this thing using hip hop as a way to educate our kids.
Cool.
He don't give a fuck about critical race theory. He's teaching those brown and black children math, getting ready for the STAR test, English, whatever, through what we all know and love as hip hop.
That's dope.
So shout out to him. He's been on Ellen. This
cool.
recent article he had was on NPR. Yeah. So shout out to a black man doing what black men supposed to do.
But maybe he'll come see us.
Oh, he'll come see us. We just can't be drinking on. I don't think he can drink.
This is vodka and cognac. What are you talking about? He's a grown person.
He is a grown person, but he
probably.
I don't want to know that my principal drinking and shit.
Man, I just seen a school teacher. A story about a school teacher who put a hit out on the cartel with his brother.
What the fuck?
That's another.
That's
episode,
not what we talking about. Shout out to Thomas Mayfield. But anyway, y'all already know what it is. It is vodka and cognac. My sis over here. What's your name, Eels?
My name is Mocha Soulfly. That's MOKAHSOULFLY. Follow me.
Hey, ladies. Yo, y'all already know what it is. It's Big Daddy Man. Come follow me. TheAlsace. Don't call my phone.
The
After 10.
Alsace. And follow us.
After 10.
Follow us at Vodka and Cognac. It's just like it sounds, spelled just like it sounds, on IG, and we are on YouTube. Please subscribe.
Facts. Please do.
We'll start doing special things for our viewers along the way. Shout out to All Over Media one more time. Caution, that's our brother. That is the manly voice that you hear.
He over here with them fly ass sneakers. Fuck him, man. That I ain't get that. I'm still mad. Every time he wear them sneakers, it remind me that I didn't wake up on time that day.
Aren't those
fuck you, man?
Blue?
Yeah, shout out to Blue.
Shout out to Blue from Dallas. He's amazing.
Hey, it's just so much shit. Just make sure. Oh, and what I'm drinking on, because I can tell y'all, is the daiquiri shop next door.
Right next door to Smalls.
Listen, come see us and tip down in there, okay?
I might be tipsy.
Figure it out.
We'll find out if I do that rocking chair shit tonight.
What type of shit you got on?
Shit. This
talk about a little bit
Alex
about that.
Dion all over me right now. Alex
love.
Dion, he said I'm unfinessable. How do you spell that? Unfinessable.
I like it.
You can't finesse me, hell.
And this is actually me. This is Blame It on the Jeans. This is my old line.
I don't have that shirt.
I have one or two more left. Holler at me. DM me.
It makes you rub your titties.
I'm happy to sell it. Yeah, I was trying to lift them up because, I don't do bras. I will be coming out with a nipple cover line called Fuck Them Bras. Do not steal my shit.
Can I be your model for that?
Absolutely.
That's what's up. I've been waiting on that. Don't zoom in on my titties, Caution. The fuck? Anyway, shout out to all y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. We'll be back. Y'all already know what it is.
Vodka and Cognac.
Peace.
Peace.